The Gobsmacked Perth Corporate Rumble. Number 8. It's closing in. My next guest. She's on the blue team. She's got a questionable nickname. Team Austin, please welcome Estee. Don't test me, Blake.
Yep. I am the best. So.
That's questionable. That is questionable. Estee Blake, welcome.
Thank you.
So good to have you here.
Happy to be here.
It has been a long time coming, hasn't it? It's been way too long for my liking. What team are you on?
I'm on the blue team.
Blue team Glenn's.
Glenn's team. Yeah.
Do you know who your opponent? It hasn't been announced yet, so I'm going to check with Glenn and Nige prior to actually making this public. But you apparently know your opponent, don't you?
I do.
Do you want to let me know who it is?
Evangeline.
Really?
Yep.
Jeez, hang on, let's have a look. That's her there.
Yeah.
How do you reckon you're going to go? Straight off the bat.
Piece. Not worried at all.
Really?
No.
You're going to take her in the first, you're going to drag it out and punish her for challenging you?
Oh, no, I haven't decided just yet. Depends what she throws at me, I guess.
Oh, you are so confident.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay.
Love it. All right, who's sponsoring you?
My bosses, so Cyclist and Bicep. So Cyclist is an event crewing construction company, so we build events.
Yeah, I did see that in the one you did in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We go all over the place, which is cool. And then Bicep is just essentially the same thing. We're a labour hire company for the construction industry. So
so they work together, do they?
Yeah. We're the same. Like it's the same crew and stuff. It's just one's for construction, one's for events.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. You enjoy it?
Yeah, it's a lot. Like being operations manager is full on. Like this morning I had 5 people calling sick.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like, and we're like this week is the busiest week for probably all year, and like we have no backup crew, no nothing. So when someone's called in sick, it's like my ass on the line with the client. So it's a lot of pressure and like a lot to deal with. So.
Oh, jeez, that sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah. But it's fun though. It is fun. Like we get to do fun stuff. We get to build fun things. So being a part of that's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. And you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Good crew?
Yeah. My bosses are like my best friends. So.
Oh, nice. That makes life a lot easier.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking at your photo here. This was the day I met you. I do remember that. at Anarchy.
Yep.
How do you think you've changed between now and then besides massive eyelashes?
I've got eyelashes there. I actually had them freshly done for that. Not for this. This is actually 2 weeks old. How do I think I've changed? I don't know. I've lost weight.
Definitely.
That's for sure.
That was the most noticeable thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Definitely.
But I mean, I probably was like only maybe 5 kilos heavier than I was now. But before that, last year, like I was big.
Due to partying, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I think like, I'm not a massive, I mean, I do party, but I'm not like a massive drinker. Like I haven't drunk all year. And I like.
Jesus.
Yeah, and it's not a big deal for me because I'm not a massive drinker.
Your Instagram photos say something different?
Most of them are just for the photos.
Sure.
I don't even have those drinks. But I don't. I think and I also love food like so much. So that's my problem there.
Beautiful. All right. It's a big move actually getting in there to box. What are the reasons behind you even applying to do the PCR?
I think like I was doing boxing classes for a little while.
At Anarchy or somewhere else?
Nah, at El Toro.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Jacob were quite close, but
who's Jacob?
Jacob Santoro. He's the one that owns El Toro.
Okay.
Yeah, so me and him we were like really good friends. And yeah, so I was going there for a bit and really enjoyed boxing. And then I went to 2 PCRs. First one I saw Pim.
Oh, yeah?
And then the second one I saw Ryan fight. And
Ryan, he fought in the last one, didn't he?
Ryan Kong, yeah.
How'd he go?
He lost.
Is he the one that was up against Asen?
Yeah.
That was a wild night.
Yeah. Both PCRs that I've been to have been nuts.
They are.
Yeah, it's
they
crazy.
are really something else.
Such a fun night.
it's the organisation and the execution of those events is second to none.
Well, I think
impressed.
I think it draws a certain crowd, which I think is like they're quite rowdy.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah,
you know, so
definitely.
Like, I think the atmosphere really makes it compared to like another ball that you would go to. Like, I think it's just everything about it's just fun.
Towards the end of the night, it does start to get a bit loose there, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Really rowdy.
Yeah, it's nuts. So, yeah, I went to Pim's one and I was sitting with Ryan and he was like, I'm going to do this next time. And I was just like, oh, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, you're f***ed at the moment, like, whatever.
Nice to bring the language into it straight away. Nice, have to edit that out. Second one you can.
And then, yeah, a couple of weeks later, he was like, yeah, I applied. And I was like, no way. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, wow, like, good on you. And then, yeah, I went and saw him and I was like, yeah, I want to do this. Like, just why not?
It's a massive call to do it.
Yeah. And I think, like, I was at a stage where I was training. Like, I've always trained heaps, like going to the gym and stuff. But I was just, you know, training and eating and that was it. Like I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't working towards anything and like kind of felt a little bit like not lost but a bit lull, you know, like I was like, yeah. And I wanted something to get my like body back into shape and, you know, actually work towards something and I was like, why not do this? Like it will at least give me a goal to work towards and it'll be fun. So yeah, that's why I decided to do it.
The first event was supposed to be April 2nd, and obviously it was cancelled due to the COVID situation we got going on, still got going on, but it's been rescheduled for September 3.
Yeah.
How are you feeling now? So we're about 6 weeks out, because when we first met, we were probably about 10 weeks out. How different is the lead up been to this one as compared to the first one?
Yeah. For a bit there, I was kind of over it. Like, I think just waiting so long, like we would have, well, you know, I've been training for 8 months now. Like, I started training in January. So
there's a lot of uncertainty around April, May, wasn't there? Exactly whether this would happen at all.
Yeah. I mean, I think I kind of knew it would happen because Pim's, like, that one also had the same thing. I'm pretty sure they got rescheduled, didn't they? I think.
Which one? They were PCR 5, I think.
Yeah. The not last one, the one before that.
For the same reason.
Yeah, for the same reason. So I kind of knew it would go ahead, but like obviously the uncertainty was like a bit annoying. But I think having to train for so long and, you know, like continuing to put effort in and actually be like get motivation again, because motivation just doesn't last forever. Like it comes and goes. So I think like I think everyone kind of lost motivation for a bit, and then for me personally, finding out who I was fighting, like I was like, all right, let's go.
Because you're going again.
Yeah.
How have you used the extra 4 or 5 months? How have you used that? Have you been focusing on the training to get better in that time?
Yeah. I think a lot of people are like, all right, like let's just have a break and like we'll kick back off like later. And I was like, hell no, like I'm going to use this as like just more preparation. A lot of people ask like, is it annoying that it got postponed? And I was like, oh, like not really. Like it's just more time to prepare. Like, you know, why not? It's not the worst thing.
I'll be honest, I did see some of your training back in February.
Yeah.
And some of your boxing was questionable. And I saw you train the other day and your footwork was outstanding.
Thank you.
And that's hard for me to say because the relationship we have, paying you a compliment is not easy. But I can't find it. I think it was on your Instagram. But you have, out of everyone I've seen, I got to say, I think you've probably come one of the furthest with your improvement. Because that looked very, very good the other day.
Yeah. Shout out to David. David Harrison, he's my coach.
David Harrison.
Yeah.
What about Glenn?
Oh, I mean, like, I've been doing PTs with David.
Okay.
When we weren't training at Anarchy.
Well, whatever he's doing a good job.
He's a good coach.
Because it did look very good.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask if you've been to a PCR event. Really, after having get to know you, they are custom made for you to get extremely dressed up. and have the all-inclusive drink package just included. Those nights are something else, aren't they?
They are. Yeah, they're wild.
There's almost no downtime in the whole thing. It's just one after the other, and it was amazing because the last one was the first one I've been to, and it was incredible how well planned out it was. The breaks between fights, it was pretty much fighters were leaving the ring as the next people were starting. They were really getting through them. How many is there? 14 fights?
I actually don't know.
I think there is 14, maybe 13, 14. Do you know whereabouts you're fighting in that?
We asked Glenn the other day, and we don't know whether he was joking or not. But I think he said 5 or 6, so maybe smack bang in the middle. I don't know.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. It'd be tough being first or last.
Yeah. I think being last would be hectic because, I mean, I know how I was at the end of the night and that.
Oh, yeah, but the fighters aren't drinking the same
but
as
I
you.
mean, like the crowd. I think the
They
crowd
got
is
rowdy.
a lot. Yeah, I think the crowd would be a lot different towards the end. I think being in the middle is kind of a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be good. A lot of the adrenaline, everything from people may have worn off a touch by then. And it'd be right to sit in there. That'd be good. All the fights are good, but I do notice towards the end of the night that does get a bit crazy there with the people.
Yeah.
So fighting 5 or 6 is the sweet spot because you get to sort of ease into the night.
Yeah.
Have your bout. And then go get changed, do your hair, whatever you girls do, and then come back and still have time to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And get the drinks in.
Yeah.
That's the ideal spot.
Yeah.
And by the end of the night, by 11:30, when that dance floor opens up, that's when it's time for me to go home. I'm normally tired. I'm normally 9:30. I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
Too old.
I'm nervous for after my fight.
For after the
I'm
fight.
going to have a sniff of alcohol and just be like passed out. 'Cause that's 8 months of not drinking. That's a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Plus losing close to 10 kilos. Like
It's a lot.
It's going to hit me hard. But
It's going to be cheap.
Yeah. 2 drinks and I'll be good.
Marnie Faulkner's fighting again, isn't she? Is she on your team?
She is,
Yeah, just avoid her at all costs, okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely all costs afterwards. She's a troublemaker, that girl. Okay, so you told me you've got some connections to the former fighters. Prior to this, your boxing experience, I know you said you did boxing for PT, but have you done actually any boxing like sparring?
No, not before this. Not at all. No.
Have you ever, prior to this, or even now in your training, I do understand that one of the big shocks people have is getting hit for the first time. And I know Glenn and Nige definitely want to introduce you to that in a controlled way, not obviously be reckless with you. But how do you reckon you'll go getting hit for the first time?
Well, I mean, I got hit, not hard, but got hit a couple of times when we did sparring before it got postponed.
Yeah. Who by?
Who was the first one?
Some of the other fighters or the trainers?
Oh, the other fighters. Jackie, I think, was the first one.
Jackie Toth?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, she got me good. It was funny. We sparred the first time, and it was like week 1, and I got her in the body a couple of times.
Body shot.
Yeah. And
underrated.
Exactly. Like, because I just don't think any of them even thought about it as yet. That just wasn't there. And so I got her a couple of times in the stomach, and she was like, "Fuck." Sorry.
No, you can swear, it's all right.
Yeah. And then I think it was the next week or the week after we sparred again, and she'd gotten good, like, within the space of like a week, and I was like, holy shit. Like, and then she got me good in the head, and I was like, yeah, wow. Like,
she's
she
a
hits
savage,
hard.
that girl.
Yeah, she hits hard.
Very
she does hit
athletic.
hard. And then...
She's co-main, isn't she?
Yeah, I think so, with her and Josie.
Josie.
Yeah.
She's dangerous one, young Josie.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
That would be a good
That'll
fight,
be very good.
Yeah.
Josie looking also sweet and innocent.
Not
No,
saying
not with a jab.
No, not with a jab, yeah. I kind of like, it didn't really rock me at all. I was kind of like, okay, like.
You okay with it?
Yeah.
It's not so much the pain. I don't think it hurts as much as people think it does. I think it's just more the shock and the loss of, like, equilibrium and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you're going to go okay?
Yeah, I reckon I'll be
Got
fine.
your mouth guard in?
Yeah.
Gobsmacked mouth guards? Proud sponsor. Gobsmacked. How good are they?
Shout out.
Shout out to
Shout out.
How good are they? There's some great people.
Yeah.
Very funny. Anyone, like, have you got any connections to any of the PCR crew in the sense of like Nige, Krabby, Glenn,
No.
any of those guys?
No, I didn't know any of them until I started.
How have you found those guys there?
Yeah, they're good. They're good. We got along like easy.
They're consistent. That's what I've found with them. I've
Yeah.
known Glenn for 15 more years, and I've just noticed they're very consistent. They're very professional.
Yeah,
And so you're in Glenn's team, are you?
yeah, yeah. We give each other so much shit, eh? Like, I'm sure you can imagine.
He turns into a different beast when it's time to fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's very entertaining in the corner. More entertaining than fighters some of the time. And Nige is an excellent boxer as well. Very, very good.
Yeah, I haven't got to know Nigel very well because most of the classes that we go to at Anarchy is just Glenn.
And I've separated you guys now?
No. As in, like, just the classes that we do, like just the normal classes at. So, yeah, I haven't got to spend a lot of time with him, but he seems pretty good.
No worries. You obviously said you're having some time off the alcohol. How's that going?
Yeah, good.
Feeling good?
Yeah, I actually love it. I love it. I hate the feeling of a hangover. Like, it sucks. It is the worst. And, like, not just that. Like, I think the reason for, because everyone's like, oh, it's just like one weekend. Like, why not? I even had my boss's wedding, and I thought about drinking, and then I was like, you know what? Like, nah, I really don't want to. And everyone's like, oh, like, it's just one weekend. Like, come on. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not just one weekend. It's like the whole week after that.
Oh,
it takes me so long to get back into it. And I was like, I'm in such a good routine at the moment. Like, I'm feeling focused. I feel good. Like, it just takes that one weekend to then just get me into like a month to try and get back into things. And it's like, it's just not worth it.
And so much cheaper not drinking as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What about your eating habits? How are they going?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I have learnt a lot.
What are you drinking there? Is that a juice?
No, it's coffee.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a frappuccino with cream or something on the top. I don't know.
It's an oat ice latte. But thank you. Food is interesting. I've had like a really healthy relationship with food in the past, actually probably this year. Like understanding a little bit more about food rather than just thinking, oh, that's bad food and that's good food. Like, there is no bad and good food. It's about, if you're training for something, you put the right food in your body for that certain thing. Like if I was, competing, like bodybuilding, competing kind of thing, like, where they get super ripped and shit, then I would, obviously change for more habits, not eat sugar and stuff like that. But for something like this, I think like having energy is like your main thing, and protein to be strong. So,
as opposed to looking a certain way.
Yeah, exactly. I've naturally lost weight anyways, just because I'm training heaps and I'm still watching. Like, I don't go out for burgers all the time. Like, I make healthier options. But yeah, I think it's just...
You choose Diet Coke at McDonald's, do you? That kind of thing?
I don't go to McDonald's. McDonald's makes me feel sick. So eating's like great. I think it's a really important to understand, and especially in going into a mindset like this, to not let it like get to you, be like, oh, I can't have a roll of chocolate tonight. It's like, have the fucking chocolate. Like, who cares? We train so much, like, it's okay to have a balance. I've like learned a lot about food in this past year, which is cool.
How do you go sleeping?
Yeah, not that great.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you a bad sleeper, or has things changed?
It's because I work a lot. So I work on the weekends and stuff. And just naturally, Sundays is UFC day, so I get up nice and early. So, sometimes I get home at 2, 3 in the morning, and then I'm up at, depends what time it's on, but usually like 7:38 to go get brekkie and go to our friend's house, or go, somewhere to watch the UFC. So, and then usually I have a big nap, or have a big sleep that night. And I don't get enough sleep, but we'll work on that.
And is the key.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
It is.
It is about 8 hours. I tell you, if I didn't get 7 hours, I struggle to function quite badly. I struggle to function normally anyway. Before this event, what was your training like? You did mention, I know you said you trained at El Toro, but what was it like prior?
I train at S30.
I know. I've seen your Instagram.
Yeah, it's everywhere, isn't it?
All the time.
Every day.
Which one?
In the city.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think training for me is just like, it's not a hobby, it's like a part of my life.
Yeah.
Like, I love, and if I don't train, if I, on a day that I usually train, I decide, well, I hurt myself and I don't train or something, it sucks. Like, I get so upset about it, and I'm like I feel just so gross.
It's very addictive.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And especially like S30 have done such a great job at building such a great community and like making you want to go to the gym and, seeing all your friends all the time and, getting the coffee after the gym and like all hanging out and stuff. Like, it's just...
Yeah, latte.
Yeah, oat ice latte.
Sorry. How dare I? How dare I mispronounce your choice of beverage?
Yeah, so, training's just... It's a part of me.
You guys are stepping up the training a fair bit. When's that start, next week?
What's the date?
Nice to see you on top of it.
Hey, it's our trainers not telling us. I would have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're going to step up to, 3-4 times a week?
Yep, so back to doing, I think it's 2 privates we have to do and 1 class, I believe. So, yeah. And then I'll keep doing what I'm doing as well outside of that.
So you do additional training on top of it?
Oh, yeah.
Cardio, how you reckon you're going to go?
Oh, smash it.
Confidence. It's only 3 2-minute rounds, but I don't think, unless you've been in there, you realise how long 3 2-minute rounds are. That would be the longest 6 minutes of your life.
Yeah. Me and David, he's done a couple of times of doing 10 2-minute rounds when we train together. So getting like that conditioning, and my other PT, Rhett, who I do like more conditioning stuff with at S30, he's starting to do more like fatigue stuff for 2 minutes for 3 rounds as well. So just like getting that mindset of being tired and having to like keep pushing for the time that we're actually meant to be doing, It's one thing though to train for that amount of time, but it's another thing to be getting hit at the same time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And one body shot will kill you over.
Yeah. Not me, I'll kill her.
She won't be able to touch you. Jeez.
Too quick.
I'm not taking sides here. She seemed a delightful young lady. Blue team. I was on red team 2 hours ago when Kiara was in here. What's the hardest part of your training?
I don't know.
Geez, if only I would have sent you these questions 6 months ago, you had a chance to read them.
If you sent me this last week, I still wouldn't remember. So it's that memory thing.
Is there any part of the training you don't enjoy?
I think the worst part is when your body is so sore and you're just like, I physically cannot move today, but you just have to.
Are you talking about in the mornings when you wake up?
Not just that. I think like when it gets to the end of the week and, I've trained, almost 6 times and my body is just sore. Like my shoulders are sore.
Just wants to stop.
Yeah. And it's like, you can't. You just got to keep going. And then I have obviously my rest days and stuff, but when I've committed to doing a PT or something, I'm like, I don't want to waste it because, I think that's really important. So I think just trying to get your body moving and like stretching and trying to get it feeling okay before you start training is hard.
Okay. You did mention you've had a fair few changes to your weight.
Yep.
How's that gone with your strength? Has that affected your strength at all? Because obviously sometimes losing weight can affect how strong you are.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think if anything, I've gotten stronger.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, because like my weight, I feel like when I look at myself, I'm like, and, even my clothes and stuff, I'm like, wow, I've lost a lot of weight, but the weight on the scales hasn't gone like it's gone down, but like not heaps.
Should judge it by your clothes as opposed to
yeah,
the scale.
exactly. So I think my muscle is still there, and I think my strength is still there a lot. So it's a good thing.
You got any injuries you're carrying?
Yeah, actually.
Tell me. I'm going to pass this on to your opponent.
It's better now, so no stress.
What do you have?
Probably about a month ago, I hurt my back really bad.
Jeez.
Really bad. Like, we were at training at Estee, and I woke up in the morning and I was like, wow, my back is really tight, like my lower back. I went to go put my shoes on and I was like, that's like that pain that you get after doing deadlifts, and it's like muscle and you can feel it. Like when you touch it, you're like, oh, my back's sore. But it wasn't that. It was like I moved and I was like, ow.
Like a sharp pain?
No, it was like everything was just so tight. And I was like, what the hell is like, this feels so weird. Like this doesn't feel normal. Anyways, I went to training anyways. And we were doing cleans, and I did my second clean and my back just seized up, like locked up, and I just dropped the bar, fell to the floor. And my friend Danny, she works at a physio and she's studied massage therapy and stuff, so she knows a lot about the body and stuff. So she came over and was trying to help me, and I like could not move. Like my eye started watering. Like I don't cry, but I was just like
just mascara
in that much pain
and eyelashes just dripping
I don't
down.
wear makeup to the gym, okay? And I was in so much pain. I've never been in that much pain before in my life. And my trainer, Estee, came over and he tried to lift me up this way, and I just couldn't move. And he was like, where is it sore? Like, what's going on? And I was like, it's near my spine. And he was like, fuck, like, shit, that's not good. And he's like, can you feel your legs? And I was like, yeah, I can feel my legs. Like, I feel fine. Anyway, so Danny rang her boss, who's a physio, and he was like, if she hasn't peed herself, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was like, that's fine. And he was like, sounds like an acute spasm. Like, everything's just, like, locked up.
Just trying to protect it.
Yeah. And so I was out of training for a week.
Was it in the middle or to the sides?
In the middle.
Jesus.
Yeah. It was so painful. Like, and it took me probably, it's only now just started to get better.
Really?
Yeah. If I was out of training for a week, which was horrible, like it was the worst week of my life. And then the week after that, I was doing light training, so I wasn't doing any like cardio or any like heavy lifting and stuff. Like I was doing deadlifts of like 15 kilos, which is boring. I was like, I don't want to do this. And then, the week after that, then I was slowly getting back into it and like kind of hurt still a little bit, getting like still a bit tight. And then, I was saying this morning, I was like, wow, this is the first day that I think I have not noticed that my back's sore. Okay.
Plenty of stretches?
Yeah.
Working on those glutes and hammies?
Yeah. I'm lucky I've got a lot of people that, one of my best friends, Danny, she massages me every week. So, like, that's good to have. My PT, Rhett, he helps with my, like, movement and mobility and stuff a lot, which is good. So, I'm lucky I've got people that
look after
know what they're doing. Yeah.
Beautiful. That's lucky. Jeez, a back injury is never a good thing.
It sucks.
You wait till how old are you now?
I'm 26.
You wait till you hit 40. Everything hurts for no reason. Oh, yeah. It's coming. No, it's coming. 26 and back injuries.
Yeah.
You're going to be 30. That's it.
Nah.
What do we got? Any mental changes? Obviously with, you've got a decent background in this kind of training, so it's not going to make a huge difference. But no. I'm talking about more with focus. Now you've got a date. Now you've got an opponent.
Yeah.
Has that made training a little bit easier?
I think the day that I found out who I was fighting, I was like so pumped. I was like, all right, I'm ready. Like I'm so like excited now. And like I think having that in the back of my head has already made a difference on my training again. Like,
is there someone that you wouldn't want to fight that's there?
Yeah, probably Jackie.
Jackie, she is a savage.
Yeah, she's scary, eh?
So good. But her opponent, I tell you, that will be...
Yeah, I haven't... Josie, she didn't really come to training much when we first started. I think she got COVID and like maybe some other things, I'm not sure. But I haven't really seen her much. And I think she maybe went to different times to me as well. We used to go to Tuesday Arvo and Thursday Arvo a lot. and I think maybe she went on Saturdays and stuff, so I kind of missed her. But yeah, Jackie, I would be fucking shit scared of.
Both of them are surprising. Josie, I think, is Jackie. I don't know that much about it. From what I've seen, I think Jackie is very good, and I think she'll be dangerous. But I think Josie, if anyone's going to match her with, it's going to be Josie. That's going to be very interesting.
It's weird height difference though.
Josie's a fair bit taller.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know how the main event's going to go. Fraser, who was here yesterday.
Yeah,
his
right.
main event. There's some betting going on.
Yeah.
If there is, I'm betting. I'm not going to bet on you. I'm not going to bet on anyone. We did some betting last time. And I don't know, out of the 14 fights, I think I picked about 3. I got nothing.
Oh,
I
shame.
got nothing. I know.
What do you bet on? Is it on Sportsbet or something?
No.
I was going to say, what the hell?
It was around the table.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so there wasn't any money involved. It was all above board.
Okay,
Money involved. There was no money involved. How do you go, like, with being able to box now? Obviously, you can handle yourself. How are you feeling, like, personal safety, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Do you have any dramas ever walking back to your car or anything like that?
Nah, I think naturally, I don't know. I'm like, which I think sometimes is a bit of a bad thing, but I'm just not scared of stuff. Like, I just don't get scared. I'm like, I mean, you know, I work at nightclubs, right? And walking to our car, even though it's just around the corner, or like walking through Northbridge at nighttime by yourself as a girl is so dangerous. Like, so dangerous.
Is it that dangerous?
It is, for
Really?
sure. Like,
what time?
Like, I'm talking 2-3 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that's
you know,
dangerous.
that's dangerous. And I just think it's stupid, but I just don't have like much fear. So I think those situations just don't really scare me that much, you know.
Yeah, also. I'm gonna hide, just come out and whack you with something and run off. I was going to say, the event itself, any nerves or concerns or regarding the event?
No, not really. I think I'll get a little bit nervous, like maybe the day of. But
You staying at the Crown?
yeah, I'm staying in a room with David, who's my trainer, and 2 of my other friends.
Are you getting cornrows and stuff put in before?
Yeah,
Nice.
hell yeah.
That's going to look so good.
I'm a look gangster.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Get some grills. Your mouth guard is just gold teeth. I can imagine you doing that. That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
That'd be funny. Okay.
Yeah.
What do your family and friends think about this?
Oh, my mum is so nervous.
Really?
So nervous. I think, like, my mum doesn't really understand a lot of, like, different things. Like, if she doesn't know something, she's like, and she doesn't take the time to understand it. So, like, I think when she hears about her daughter boxing, she's like terrified.
She thinks there's some underground fight club thing going on.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, like, it's like, it'll be fine. Like, I'm safe. Like, it's all good. Like, don't stress. But she's just like,
They do look after you.
yeah. And I'm like, but she's just a natural, like, scaredy cat. Like, she gets scared so easily about things, like, and just worries. Like, she's a massive worrier. Like, when I used to live at home, it was like, you know, call me when you get home. Like, call me when you're leaving the club. Like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, she always has her phone on loud. Like, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb when I go to sleep, and she'll always have it on loud in case we call her for an emergency. Like, that's the kind of mum she is.
You say all this stuff, but you wait till you have kids.
Yeah,
It's different.
Well, I mean, I don't know about if I ever will. But.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'll say. When you have kids, you will be this helicopter parent. I can just see it.
Nah, maybe. But yeah, so she's nervous as. My dad, not so much. I think he's pretty chill. Like, he's like kind of easygoing. So he's like, cool. Like,
Any brothers or sisters?
yeah, I've got a brother. He actually trained at Anarchy for a bit. I don't know if he's still there or not. We're not like super, super close. So, but no, he's not coming.
Who's going to be there? The entourage?
Oh yeah, I've got 6 tables.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a lot, hey. It's 60 people. I'm like, fuck.
There's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people.
There's going to be a lot of support there for you.
Yeah, it's
Might
great.
have to jump ship and go on the other team and give Evangeline some support.
I mean, she might need it. No, I'm kidding.
6 tables.
Yeah.
I bet you they're nice and quiet, well behaved the whole night as well. That group.
I
Some of
reckon
your
I'll
mates.
have 6 of the rowdiest tables ever. Like I've named one of them the rowdy table.
Jesus.
And the other one the trouble table.
Are they going to trash the place if it's like a controversial, if it's a controversial win by the split decision?
Nah.
Oh, they will.
No,
They'll riot like they do in the UFC. That's exactly what
I mean, yeah. I've already got one of my friends, Aragoni. He's in charge of the chants for me. So,
you put way too much effort into this.
I didn't say anything. He said to me, "I'm going to be in charge of the chants." I was like, "Okay, you do you."
It's going to be something else. It's
is.
good that the crowd have never. I did think that last one that we went to, at one point I thought, oh, this crowd's going to turn on each other.
Oh, really?
There was one fight in particular. I won't mention the fight, but it was getting close.
Mm.
It was two fighters that didn't get along too well. But anyway, I'll tell you that afterwards. Your walkout music, the fun stuff. Walkout music. What do you got? Oh, this will be you to a T. I can just. Honestly, this new breed of person that's coming through, you guys are delusional. This
I'm going to look so gangster with my cornrows.
This isn't music. I don't know what the hell that was. That's not music.
It's good.
All right. Your nickname. I've got some nicknames for you. No, what's your nickname?
For my fight name?
Yep.
It is Estee, Don't Test Me, Blake. Created by Glenn himself.
Estee, Don't Test Me. I was thinking, can I throw mine out there?
Yeah, go for it.
Shake and Blake.
Nah, that's lame. That's so lame.
And Estee, Don't Test Me.
Yeah, that's good. It's so me, though. I'm so like, yeah.
No, Shake and Bake from Talladega Nights.
No.
Oh, my God. You bring that music in here and then you don't know about Talladega Nights.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus. All right. Well, we're on different wavelengths, you and I. Let's wrap this up. Now. See ya.
Different age lengths.
We are. Finally, on a serious note, what are you hoping to get out of this whole thing?
A knockout? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you're not kidding, man.
I'm not kidding. I don't know. I think the feeling of accomplishment. I think
it's a massive feat.
Yeah.
Just to get in there.
Yeah, for sure. There are so many of my friends and family that would not do this in a million years.
No.
And I think actually, it's really funny. Saying that I've gone 8 months without drinking, I think it's going to be sick. Like, who can say that? Not many people.
Me?
That's a lie.
Yeah, I don't drink.
Really?
Yeah, very rarely.
Not at all.
Very rarely.
Have you drunk at all this year?
Oh, yeah. But I had some with...
Yeah, so you can't say 8 months.
Okay,
But I'm saying, having that...
Here we go.
Having that, doing something that other people haven't done and, probably won't do, I think is, such a good feeling. You know?
That is. It
Yeah.
is. It is an accomplishment. And, yeah, being able to stay off the alcohol for that long is a good thing. Maybe you won't go back.
Yeah, I'm actually,
That's a lie.
No, I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying it, to be honest. I don't miss it. I don't ever feel I really want to drink. I actually don't.
That hangover you're going to have on the 4th is going to be something else, isn't it?
I'm hoping that I just keep going and then just all hits me on the 5th so I can have the whole week off because I really want to enjoy the Sunday, you know?
Oh, yeah. If you're staying there, are you staying just the one night there?
Nah, 2 nights.
Jeez, someone's balling, aren't they? They are doing well.
No,
that's it. Just kick back by the pool, get a club sandwich, you'll be fine. Get that in you. Keep going. Have a couple more drinks. Push through it. All right, Estee. We got about, how many weeks have we got? 5 or 6 to go?
I think almost 5 now.
5 weeks. They're not that long. Training steps up next week. Not far to go. September 3, Crown Ballroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fantastic event.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait. Tickets still available? Probably.
I think so, yeah.
A couple in there. Go to their social media, Perth Corporate Rumble social media. Have a look, get some tickets, get on a table, have fun, enjoy yourself, come and meet me. That's always going to be delightful. Thank you very much for coming in today, Estee. I do appreciate your time, and I wish you and the Blue team all the best for September 3.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Yep.